What's going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm playing! No hands, look! It's magic! This is another tournament review game. You guys said you kind of enjoyed them, so I'm gonna continue playing tournaments and doing them in this format. Hopefully, like, you guys enjoy this, and it's something you wanna see more of. In this tournament, it is called Fimbulwinter. It's hosted by AOL Iron Maiden. He's been running this tournament, I think, basically every winter, and winter in the Northern Hemisphere, every winter for the past 4 years or so. And it's effectively a Norse-only tournament. So you have to play a Norse war and all of the stuff that comes with playing a Norse war. Now, I'm going to be completely straight up and real with you. I don't know what the best god to play in the Norse war is. I got no idea. So why not play every single one of them is my thought process. So we're starting off with Odin here. If you take a look at like the Greek matchups, if I were to play a Greek god, I'd probably be picking Zeus or Hades in that matchup, depending on the maps. If I was playing in the Egyptian, I'd be playing Set every single time. If I was playing in the Atlantean, I'd probably be playing Uranus every single time. But Norse, it's not so simple. Which god is the best? It's really not so simple. Lots of weaknesses that all of the Norse gods have got that other Norse gods can exploit. So it's a really, really fun experience to play and try and work it out for yourself and see how it goes. The one issue that I have with the Norse mirror is that Ragnarok exists. And what Ragnarok basically means is games tend to end without you having any opportunity to see a late game. And my opinion is that if you were to just ban Ragnarok or change Ragnarok to say like maybe the overhaul patch variant, then you'd actually get to see Norse late game, and it's really, really fun. Norse late game playing in Norse versus Norse in the late game is probably the most entertaining late game in the game, in my opinion. But nonetheless, we're playing to win here. We're not playing to have fun. So we're going to be getting really, really aggressive. Now, my opponent here is Gaboo. Gaboo is a Loki main. He basically only plays Loki, and I've watched a lot of Gaboo games. I've actually played Gaboo quite a bit. I'm very, 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 very familiar with his style, and suffice it to say, I do not rate Gaboo's style at all. Gaboo's style is he takes a hit to his economy. He in the early game, or takes a hit to map control, takes a hit to his economy in the early game because he decides to play very, very defensive and try and rush Hall of Thanes out as fast as he possibly can. I don't think this is necessary in the slightest. I think you can get Hall of Fames later and you can do something completely different and never be behind. But he likes to put himself behind, and we're going to be attempting to exploit that in our series here against Gaboo. So we've got a huge timing in the early game. He spends 300 wood on Hall of Fames very, very early. So we're going to be attempting to put some pressure on. We hit a 355 advance time here by delaying ox carts, sharing ox carts, and having a good time here. So we're going to be able to push him off of Hunt immediately, targeting the villager over here as well, and picking that one off nicely at the very start of the game. Going to be looking to hit a forest fire down the bottom side of the map as well here. And the secret to potentially picking off a villager with a naked forest fire is you wait until the tree is finished, and then you click forest fire, and the villagers walk towards the tree to chop it down instead of sitting outside. So they get a little bit more damage there. And if they don't react in time, there's a chance that they lose 4 villagers. So keep that one in the back of your mind when you're going for forest fires. Wait until the tree that they're chopping down expires, and then click the forest fire. So you can click on that wood and see it. Generally speaking, it happens like once every, if they've got 3-4 villages on it, it'll happen once every minute or minute or so, basically. So you might get lucky and hit it straight away or a little bit later. So we do manage to push him off hunt. We kill off his temple. And this is all just basically because we were able to rush him. We killed off a villager. He did advance later than us. So technically speaking, he will be in front of us for, in terms of economy, he'll be in front of us for maybe a minute or so before we find an advantage here in terms of total resources. In fact, if you want to confirm that right away. Oh, that being said, we do have 20% boost in hunt, so we probably have that advantage on him already. So no worries. We're in a good position now. And I make a mistake here. Already making a mistake. My brain says I want to go for the... My brain says I want to go for the gold and I want to go for the wood. I know he's got tons of hurtables, so my assumption is he's on hurtables. Never ever make an assumption about your opponent, especially when they're playing, when they're Gaboo, when their name is Gaboo. And I finally see it, and I go, all right, down to the bottom there. I let him get that hunt. I shouldn't have let him get that hunt. That was really, really dumb, and this allows him to get a whole bunch of advantages here that he shouldn't have gotten. So I should have pushed him off this hunt immediately. I should have sent all my units down there, and he would have lost the game in this moment. So this is a really, really greedy play by Gaboo. It works out for him, and I'm gonna at least I will get some damage back here. But he gets this up, and he gets some Hersa out that he probably shouldn't have been able to get out. And I did manage to pick off a villager, so it's not all bad. But we get another villager kill. It's not all bad, but this is just these villagers should have all died, and I should have won the game in this very moment here. But he's going to run back, and we're going to move our Deuterinos into position and see what we can do. Now, because he's got that hunt, that means he's gotten out enough Hersa that he's going to start being able to run across the map and cause pain for me. It's a Norse mirror. My units are really slow. His units are really fast. How do I deal with this? I got two options. One, I can just go balls to the wall right away and try and kill him off. Just literally just run into his base, try and kill him off. He's got houses, he's got towers. It's a little bit risky to move in there because he's also going to have myth unit spawns. He could get troll spawns and all that stuff comes there. So that's one option. I just try and attack him and try and just force the issue here in the classical age, keep him in the classical age, and then try and go for a gold staff. That's option number one. Option number two is I just retreat back to my main base. I defend my hunt, and I defend my main base from the raids. And I just go for a heroic age, get my frost, play nice and defensively, maybe get a second town center. The town centers, they're not... I mean, I've got a town center at the top of the map, which probably isn't bad, but the town centers, they're not amazing. Now, what I mean by this is the town centers, they're not protecting my gold. So grabbing a second town center here doesn't feel so great. But the thing is, it's a 1 gold mine map. This is competitive mega random for those of you who don't know. It has a random map. The gold mines are all really, really exposed. So a 1 town center Ragnarok here, as long as I don't lose too many villages, should guarantee me a win. It should guarantee me a win. That's my thought process as we see the Hersa coming in. And I did make... I've already fixed this in my brain, but in the moment I didn't. What I did was I sent my Ulfsark forward. Why did I send my Ulfsark forward, and why is this a problem? Well, you can just put the Ulfsark in your base and build houses. It's really not that bad. I also should have gotten watchtowers here. And I didn't get watchtowers. I built the armory instead of getting watchtowers. I should have got watchtowers at this point. Because I don't really want to be in my base defending my stuff. I'd much more prefer to be defending my stuff over elsewhere. So I'm going to grab this gold mine at the top of the map. He's moving around with those Hersa over here. And yeah, he's got a lot of hurtables. So, I mean, he's going to be able to build these anyways. Probably... In hindsight, if I were to play this again, I probably would have just been more aggressive in the classical age. I would have got my upgrades. I would have got I would have kept putting pressure on. I was trying to force fights in his main base, maybe try and pick off his buildings and not care so much about the raids, as he's going to move on to the hunt, because that basically means he's out of resources in his main base, and I'm looking to find some damage here, as we will be able to advance to the next age here and get some pressure on, which is nice. So we get to the heroic age. Very, very nice and safe. He does spot our villagers to the left of the map here. It's probably time I just send them back home. Here's what it is. He's finding Hersa in my main base, pushing me off gold all over the place, which is really annoying. But we haven't lost any villagers yet, which is nice. And we've got plenty of hunt in our main base here that I probably, or not hunt, herdables in my main base that I probably should be just putting everyone onto. Go on mass food here, and then sending everyone over to gold when I'm in the heroic age, and going for the mythic age. It's a very, very simple strategy, but I have another idea here. The other idea is, all right, I hit the heroic age first. I've done excessive amounts of damage. There is probably no chance here that he is... In fact, I'll check. There's probably no chance here that he's close to the next age. In fact, he's not even close. There's no way he's going to the next age here. So, if I walk into his main base, I freeze his army, and I kill his town center, I have a very, very good chance here of winning the game right away. Now, we do push him off gold. He pushes off us of hunt. We're both losing villages left, right, and center, which is annoying for me. I've got plenty of resources in the bank, and I can get my upgrades. I should be getting myself... all my villagers die there, and all of his villagers walk away. Well, that's fine. I shouldn't have sent all of these guys back to defend my main base. I should have been pushing forward as we walk in here, and you can actually see, and this goes to show that some of my knowledge in this matchup, it's not quite there. If I had just attacked him earlier, I would have killed that temple. I would have killed this tower. I don't have to defend myself. I can just send the villagers onto the herdables, onto everything else, and it would have been fine. But I pick off those buildings really, really fast. As we walk forward, the problem here is I'm missing half my army. So I go for this attack. I'm missing half my army. What am I doing here? And I didn't hit all of his Hersa. So this is a blunder, and this is where the mantra in the Norse world goes. What's the mantra? The mantra is never underestimate a Norse player's ability to throw a game. I'm in a fantastic position here. I don't have to use frost. I don't have to attack here. I just have to sit on a gold mine, get all the gold, sit my villagers on their herdables, sit my army on a gold mine, and there's nothing he can do to stop me going to the heroic age and winning the game with the Ragnarok here. But I'm a big dummy. I'm making some Valkyrie here as well, because I'm like full brain fart. All my dudes die before the frost is even expired, and we don't kill the town center, and we are effectively dead here because there's no way to repopulate an army in time. I am picking off villages with the Valkyrie, but he's got a butt ton of Hersa, which part of me expected to have been able to kill. I don't know why I expected to have been able to kill them. That's why I built them. I expected to kill the Hersa with all my throw and axemen. They all died. And he's just got a butt ton of units out. And I got nothing left. I'm going to continue to try and play it out, but he's got flaming weapons coming. He's going to be able to... If he finds my gold, the game's basically over. So we have to distract him away from that gold in order to try and get back up to full population here. I don't have a whole lot of food income here either. And I need a whole bunch of wood to pump these throw and axemen out, and I need a front line for the throw and axemen. Plus, I just spent all my food on Valkyrie, which was obviously very, very silly. Yeah. So this is just Norse Wars shenanigans 101, and he is going to be sending his units straight to my gold mine. He already knows. And he's also going to send his units straight to my wood line. And I can't defend anything here as he hits both of my stuff. And I mean, his economy is pretty dead. Like, look at it. I mean, it's actually not so bad compared to mine. Mine's bad. Oops. And I'm going to decide to tap out here. So we lose the first game. But, in all honesty, take out the brain dead play. Take out the brain dead play. And we're in a great position. And we just needed to sit back. This gold mine, this town center were actually not bad. Get this town center. Sit back. Boom. Boom to Ragnarok. There were plenty of goats in our main base that we could eat. This Auroch is here as well, so I could eat that. Get Heroic Age. Click Ragnarok. Have Frost for his flaming weapons. And there was nothing he could do to win here. So I'm actually feeling, even though I lost this game, I'm actually feeling really, really good. And that's something nice. It's like I didn't feel like I was outplayed here. I feel like I outplayed myself. So go into game number 2 and just play with the same sort of aggression and try and find a win. Now, the way that this series works is if you lose, you get to pick your map and points to people who can guess which map I pick. Anyways, hope you enjoy. If you did enjoy, click the follow on the Twitch. And if you really did enjoy, also click that subscribe button on the YouTubes. We'll see you in the next one.